Mr. Jansen, and we're going to talk about cyberbullying. First question, what would be your description of a cyberbully?
Well, obviously it would be some type of malicious act towards another person that's kind of taking place either on social media or some kind of digital platform would be my definition, I think.
Okay, second question. What do you think the consequences should be for the cyberbully?
It depends on how far they've gone. Obviously, it's kind of like any other thing that you do. It depends on how malicious it is and how long it's been going on and the types of things that are said or done. But I think it should be treated like an actual crime, as if you were physically or verbally assaulting someone, which is basically what you're doing.
Okay, third question. How many people do you think get cyberbullied per year?
Where? Like
Just
in our school, state,
In the world.
world? I'd probably say 1 in every 7 people that has access to the internet.
Question number 4. Do you think the victim should be punished for fighting back?
In the same way, I think that a victim would be punished with a normal crime. If it's in complete defense, no. But at the same time, I think they should also be letting authorities know at the same, just like they would in a normal. If someone breaks into your house, obviously you have the right to defend yourself, but at the same time, you need to go and tell the authorities afterwards. Same thing.
Last question. Why do you think people cyberbully?
The same reason they want to bully in real life or in the physical form is that you want to feel kind of power over somebody. But cyberbullying is a little bit worse because you're doing it in a cowardly way. You don't even have the guts to bully them to your face. It takes a little bit of guts to bully someone to their face, at least, because there's potentially they could punch you. But this one, there's no punching, unfortunately, even though most of that they deserve it.
Okay, thank you.
Now we're with Mr. Miller, and we are talking about cyberbullying.
Okay, I can answer some questions.
Okay, so define cyberbullying.
Cyberbullying would be anything that would be demeaning to someone or picking on someone over the internet, over your cell phone and Instagram, Twitter, whatever media that you would use, but it would be a coward's way to do it, I believe.
Okay. Second question.
Okay.
What do you think the consequences should be for the cyberbully?
Taser. Always taser. What should the consequences be? Well, I guess it depends on the degree to which somebody is cyberbullied. And you got to look at several things. Is it really bullying or somebody just getting their feelings hurt because somebody said something true about it? If they're really bullying something, then I think there has to be some kind of consequence, whether it's at home, whether it's at school, or whether it's with the authorities, depending on the degree.
Good answer.
Thank you very much.
Okay, the third question is, how many people do you think get cyberbullied each year in the world?
I got no clue. Well, first of all, I don't know how many internet owners there are in the world, but I would assume that I would probably think it's more than what you would think. I'm going 1 in every 20 people that have access to some kind of media.
Okay. Do you think the victim should be punished for fighting back?
Once again, our society is not based on vigilantes. So, do you have to fight back? I think you have a right to fight back to some degree. However, you also have a responsibility to if it gets serious, to let the authorities know. But I think you do have a right to fight back to some degree to protect your image, to protect yourself, and to at least challenge the person that is cyberbullying you.
Okay, and now our last question is, why do you think people cyberbully?
They're cowards. They are cowards. Because to say something to somebody face to face is a little different than doing it behind social media, because it's so easy to type something down and not ever have to own up to it, but to be a coward, you can put it behind there, and then you try to get your friends behind you against it, pitting one person against the other. I don't know. It's a coward's way to do something.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Miller.
Oh, it's my pleasure, ma'am. It's been an honor.
Okay, now we're here with Mr. McRoberts, and we're going to ask him a couple of questions about cyberbullying.
Define cyberbullying.
Cyberbullying is when you use any form of digital media to harass, to make fun of, or to pick on somebody else.
Good answer, good answer!
Okay. What do you think the consequences should be for the cyberbully?
Well, right now my students are learning about Hammurabi, who believe that if you put out the eye of one person, then your punishment should have your eye gouged out. So if you are cyberbullying somebody, then of course they should be cyberbullying you back. Wait a minute, that doesn't work. Can we erase this?
Good answer, good answer!
Okay, how many people do you think get cyberbullied each year?
How many people are on the earth?
You can use fractions too.
7? I don't know fractions.
Like one out of every
Mrs.
7
Hellman's
people.
not going to see this issue. I believe that 7/15 of half of the population gets cyberbullied every Sunday.
You could have said
Every
25th.
And you can take that to the bank.
Do you think the victim should be punished for fighting back?
No. In fact, I think everyone should rise up and revolt. Anytime you have something like this happening, you need to fight back.
Kill the cyberbullies!
And I approve this message.
Last question. Why do you think people cyberbully?
A lot of people are just losers. They don't have anything better to do than pick on somebody else. There's a lot of demons inside. And when they don't know how to profess their emotions,
Is that a word?
they take them out on... I am rolling here. How dare you second guess my...
Professor, not profess. That's not a word.
So she says.
Did she question you?
He's not a language teacher. He's a social studies teacher.
If you cyberbully, this bald eagle will gouge your eyes out. The
I
end.
say you taser her.
Define cyberbullying.
In my opinion, a cyberbully is someone who takes their bullying means straight to the internet or through cell phone means. It's not face-to-face anymore. They are hiding behind their screen name or Facebook profile, and they are sending threats, nasty messages, they're making fun of people, those kinds of things.
What do you think the consequences should be for the cyberbully?
I think the consequence should be, personally, I think they should have their internet privileges revoked at home by the parents. And at school, I believe the same thing should happen, not being allowed to be on the internet, and some type of disciplinary action should be taken, even though it just happens online.
How many people do you think get cyberbullied each year?
I think it's a lot more than people think. I think about a quarter of all adolescents have experienced at least some type of cyberbullying, whether it's threats or getting made fun of, maybe people sending nasty messages or pictures about someone, I think a lot more adolescents face it than what we think.
Do you think the victim should be punished for fighting back?
I don't think they should be punished. And the true definition of bullying is very one-sided. So if this person who thinks they're the victim is also sending nasty messages or saying mean things, then it's not a true case of bullying. If they're trying to stand up for themselves and defend themselves, then no, I don't think that they should be punished.
Why do you think people cyberbully?
I think it's a new way to bully people. Like I said earlier, you can hide behind your Twitter account, Snapchat, Facebook, you name it. It's an anonymous way to make fun of people and not have to say it face to face. A lot of us will say things online that we wouldn't normally say to someone's face because there's not the repercussions of seeing the person's reaction or even knowing who it is. There's people out there that will send nasty things to people, and they don't even know them. They do it just to do it, and they can more than likely get away with it.
With everyone's help,
And stop cyberbullying.
make the world
A better place together.
We can
Stop
cyberbullying
today.
and,
And we approve this message.
I meant.
And
Action. Hi, baby.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay.
fractions too.
7. I don't know fractions.
Like one out of every.
Mrs. Hellman's not going to see this, is she?
We can
stop.
cyberbullying. No, what did you say? I'm so. Everyone can see what you're. Can. Let me start over.